All right, guys, we're into the second section of the instructional. We're going to keep playing spider guard, but against a standing opponent. And you should think of this as being different. If they're kneeling, they have a strong base, but they're using their hands a lot more. When they stand, they have a mobile base. They can walk around a lot more. It's a lot different how we approach it. So think of it playing one way against kneeling, one way against standing, and you'll have a lot more success. So let's get right into the idea of how they might get to standing. Once we get going, we'll have them start. We'll have Matt start standing the whole time. But we're going to still start closed guard. I'm going to have him stand up just so we can see a little bit of continuity. So if I start in closed guard here, I might have gotten all the way to my half spider. Okay? Maybe I have my full spider if you like playing that. But he stands up. Just look. Boom. Boom. The concept I want to really divide this into is his shoulders are forward in front of his hips, or he postures all the way up. Ugh. If he's forward, I'm in a good spot. In fact, the more I can get under him, the better for me. This foot on the hip is important, but now that he's standing, the shoulders are more important. So what I'm going to do is update here and play a full spider. Okay, some people play on the outside, some people play on the inside, but I want to make sure that I make him kind of look like a scarecrow. Okay, if I extend fully, I cannot go any further. If he walks away, I lose everything. So I want to make sure when he comes up, that look how my knees are bent, elbows aren't tight. That still is accurate. If I have trouble getting my foot to the bicep, I need to rotate to bring my knee in here. Okay. If he postures up, what I'm going to look at is start transitioning to different kind of setups with the leg. I'm not going to have control of the shoulders, but now we can start setting up sweeps because his legs are exposed. So let's look at our grips first. When he comes up here, I'm in a half spider or a full spider. Same thing of the 4-finger cuff grips we talked about before. I should have these and try to keep myself tight. Don't extend fully. I want to make sure I'm on one side or the other. This is a hard thing for people that are unused to spider guard to learn, is they try to go like this. I can't push. Pull and turn. Look how my right foot is heavy, my hips are off the mat. Now my left foot becomes heavy and I turn the other way. Think about the idea. I should be able to turn and touch a leg. Okay? So if I'm playing here, look how I'm underneath him. This is a good spider guard position. I turn, I'm underneath him. If I go here and he backs up a little bit, not only am I not underneath him, it's very easy for him to start getting rid of my spider hooks. Okay? So that's our grip kind of setup. Still this 4-finger cuff grip. Again, you can play with a pistol grip if you want, especially if your fingers hurt. You can play with that underneath pack grip, but I recommend this 4-finger cuff grip and get used to your fingers struggling. But the foot on the biceps is going to be far more effective against a standing opponent. Okay. Secondly, it's retention. If I get, now you can just start from standing, if you don't mind. If I'm here playing on this side, I know he's going to grip up. If this is annoying to me, I'll always undo, and look, I'm going to use my foot here as my anchor, but I'm going to kick to clear. I can reset and come back in. Maybe whatever footing, it doesn't matter. I can always come to a hip too. Look how I have good control. I clear and use that momentum, reset myself here and come in. So you can play drills like this. Look, I have a half spider, grip both hands. I don't like that. I clear one, come in, reset. Or if he's holding tight, I clear two. So I can start from full spider, he grips both. Turn, one, turn, two, come back in, and reset myself. So I should feel like this continuity of going biceps to hips is a big part of my retention. Anytime I lose a bicep, I go to the hip. If I lose a bicep, and I'm here, he will definitely start passing. He's going to grip the knees and pick a side, and I'm going to be in trouble quick. So for retention, you're always thinking about the fact that my fingers must be connected. And the closer my elbows are to me, the stronger I am. If I get extended, I should be rotating away to help create that angle again and fixing my feet. My feet stop them from coming in, or they off balance it. My hands, my grips pull them in. That combination should keep my opponent struggling to maintain their balance. And when they're off balance, I can start attacking. Last thing is chaining things together. Matt stands up. Again, we talked about our grips. Here's my 4-finger cuff grip. Some people play pistol. You can play packet. Like packet, I've heard a lot of things. Well, somebody once called this the Italian grip. They said, here's the Italian grip. Like, hey, I'm right here. Just something to think about. But I like the 4-finger cuff grip. If I'm here, okay, he starts posturing up. I'm losing it. Come to the hips. Look, I'm going to push, bring him back down, and reset. If he starts circling to one side and I'm losing it, I turn to the other side. I can always bring a foot to the hip, reset, get his posture controlled, and come back in. So I should be like playing on him like a jungle gym. But when I'm doing this, let's come towards the camera now. As he goes and I start losing it, look how it sets up the potential. If you guys see, there's my triangle entry. If he starts walking away from me, as I clear and come here, do you guys see the extension of the arms? I pull him in. I might start looking for an armbar setup where I come up and start fighting that way. So as I'm off balancing him, that idea of moving him and distracting him sets up reaching of the arms, exposure of the head and the neck, or different ways I can sweep or attack. So we have our grips, we have our retention of making sure we're staying in the guard, or we have our kind of looking ahead to chain things together.